Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? I think it's been about 2 weeks since we last posted a vlog. Because things went a bit wrong. Not necessarily to do with the house. You may have heard in a previous vlog that my old man ended up in hospital. It happened again, unfortunately. He's all well and good now. He is out. He's had a bit of an operation, but he's fixing on the mend. So that did put a bit of a dent in vlogging and things going on. I've then also had a period where I've had to go across to Wales with my sister to go and clear out my grandparents' place, which obviously was quite a personal item, so it wasn't anything we were going to vlog and record as part of that. But yeah, because of those events and a load of the other shenanigans that went on in the background, we didn't really record anything for like the last 2 weeks. Now, the vlog I'm about to roll is from the 28th of January, so it's nearly a month old at this point. But there's a few sort of vlogs between now and then, but I felt I'd just stick something at the front of this vlog as a bit of an introduction to say, yeah, sorry there's not been anything for quite a while. Normal service will be mostly resumed. There's a couple of other things we're going to deal with over the next couple of weeks. It may put a bit of a hole in the plan, but hopefully at that point we should get back to the regularly scheduled vlogs. And now the sun's coming out, hopefully things go a little bit better. Let's put it that way. But yeah, there was a couple of things I did want to answer because we had quite a few comments on the last video. So I'm going to be jumping from clip to clip and answering said comments just so you actually get a response on those, given that it's been, nearly 2 weeks since I made and I haven't responded to anybody. So comment section is going on now. So the first comment comes from somebody called, I think it's Sakers113, at a guess. Yep, sorry if that's wrong. Anyway, you recommended getting a pole for painting. My response to that, I have never done enough painting to warrant needing a pole, because normally it's just like one room, so I've just done that. But this is actually a really good thought and comment, because I've got a whole house to do, and I've also got all the landing and stairs to do, and it will stop all the bending up and down. So that is a very good idea. It is a very good investment, and I will be going and making that in the coming days when we come to do more painting, because it is a great suggestion. So thank you very much. Brilliant idea. We will go do that. The next comment was from a chap called Time Walker. You suggested getting something called Cerasit CT17, I think is what it was. Sorry, I'm reading the comments on my phone and then flipping it around to answer them. So that may not be the exact correct comment for what was in there. And you recommended that it's actually quite good for putting underneath the plaster instead of doing the sugar soaping and the PVA. Not seen it before, and as you mentioned, it may not be available in the UK, but definitely one I may go and have an investigation into because it might help with some of the shenanigans we've got going on. As you've seen in some of the recent vlogs where we've done things, we've had to do a lot of prep work with steaming paint off, sugar soaping walls, wiping walls down, sanding things down and then going. So if there's a simpler solution for that, maybe worth us trying. So I'll have a look and see if there's something similar, and next time we come to do some major plastering that we haven't already done the prep work to, maybe one for consideration. So thank you very much. Doesn't mean I'll necessarily be able to do that one, but I appreciate the comment nonetheless. The final comment then was from our ever good friend, the God-fearing Taco, who wanted an update on the scores on the doors. Literally the scores on the doors in this case. It's been a little while since we physically looked at this door so much because half the jobs that we've been doing recently are redoing jobs that we've already done on here. But I can confirm that Elizabeth is on the grand total of 44 points. We have 9 shared points between us and I am on 70 points. So I am claiming a victory. As much of an argument that might cause, but I am in the lead. There you go. Anyway, enjoy today's vlog from the 28th. Welcome back to another day of living in the new house. It is about 10:30 and I am championing the sofa. Oh, hang on, what are we recording? We've got a recording of a recording going on. Anyway, as promised, Elizabeth's been at work today, steaming away on the wall, so she has some update videos, which we are going to roll right now.
Don't look down on me. So I'm steaming and I'm noticing that all of this is coming off the wall. So I think we're gonna have to rip this part off as well, which really sucks. So I don't feel like I actually did that much. This wall is brutal. I also don't want to get too close to this because I don't want this to start peeling off. And then, just found a bunch more that's not actually attached to the wall. So I feel like we're probably gonna rip most of this off anyways and redo it because this is all the paint, right?
So yeah, she's destroyed more plaster off the walls. Entirely her fault. I've just been given a bird. To be fair, I think it was kind of destined to happen, that one. I thought we had done that wall. Apparently we hadn't, given how easy that part of the plaster's come off. So we're going to go up and strip the rest of that plaster off the wall in a minute. The grueling part of that is in that corner on that back wall, round the air vents. That back corner is probably going to come away as part of it as well. So, just go and bite the bullet. Let's get it stripped off. It seems like every time we go and make some progress, we just end up stripping more plaster back on. So, yeah, we need to stop faffing around and thinking, oh, it'll be okay, and just strip it all back. Same thing we're probably going to have to do in the office. So, grueling as it is, we need to carry on doing that, but she's put in a shift with getting some more of that paint steamed off the wall. So, we'll probably go on and do a little bit more steaming and a little bit more stripping back of the plaster tonight and get ever more closer to, going backwards to hopefully go forwards, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to run straight upstairs and we're going to crack on with that.
That was awful, wasn't it? Clear again. Evidence that the paint is causing the issues. This bit, really satisfying. You get the scrape and go, and all the plaster comes off the wall. That bit, pain in the arse. Could I have left that bit? Maybe. Would I have ended up having a bit more of a mess plastering around it? Absolutely. So we've stripped it right back. We've also knocked some lumps out the bottom. You'll see down there, there and there. So we're going to have to get some bonding on those. Am I regretting not stripping that wall back? No, probably not, because that one was much easier to blend. I think that would have been a bit messy if I'd left that around the radiator. But yeah, Elizabeth's been and finished the worst of that off. We think the steam was definitely having an effect on like the top edges of the plaster, because if you see where we've got steam up here, you'll see even this plaster, which was stuck on well, has actually been coming away in parts of the vlog. So yeah, we are most of the way there now in terms of the rectification actions in this room. I am a little bit tempted to have maybe a strip of that one as well, just for argument's sake, just so it's done. But everything else should be, he says for the millionth time, fine and dandy in terms of plaster falling off the wall. So yeah, we're pretty much there. So hopefully Elizabeth will come through tomorrow and just steam that remaining bit then, and then we're at the stage where we can at least get some plastering going back on in there. Whether or not I plaster tomorrow is yet to be decided, because I don't want to end up doing a stupidly late night, because I've got some really important calls that I'm doing very late in the evening. So I kind of don't want to be looking like a zombie at that stage, but we'll see what time it is, we'll see how we feel. We may have a go for it, so yeah, we'll have a look at it later. Time for a break and a drink, I think. Oh, and just to show how hard going that was, you can see there's a bit of a blister forming on my thumb as well. So that's going to be fun tippity-tapping on the keyboard tomorrow.
Well, that was the end of that vlog, because that's, as I mentioned at the start of the vlog, where everything started going wrong. And it's been that long that my thumb from that last clip has pretty much healed already, so that's a good one. But anyway, I hope you very much enjoyed the bits of that vlog. Normal schedule will be resumed from tomorrow. There will be a few more older vlogs, as I mentioned, ready to come out. And then, yeah, it will be probably a big update video in a couple of weeks' time, when I suddenly catch you back up on all the little bits that have changed, as you may have just seen from some of the mess in the background. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, happy hunting, and we will catch you all in tomorrow's vlog, if I post one. You'll find out tomorrow.